want to call this meeting to order and declare that we do have a quorum. Mr. Heverly, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Item number 4, one of the things that I like a lot of things about Salisal, but I love how this community recognizes their veterans. And this is something that we had been remiss in not doing for a long time, and we decided we would do it this year on our agenda. How many veterans do we have with us tonight? Mr. Heverly, are you the only one here? And, okay, all right, would you guys just stand up, please? And just give us a brief summary, Keith, of what you did and where you were and all that.
I was, served in the United States Army, started off as an encryption specialist, went on to be a nuclear, biological, and chemical decontamination specialist by the time I ended my 7 years.
Okay, thank you, Keith, thank you very much. Short version.
I was, started off life as an air defense officer, and then 5 years after that, switched over, became a military police officer, and retired in 2023.
Thank you, Mr. Everly. Just remind you that we are having several assemblies, shoot, that's what they do at school. Several programs tomorrow. The one at ICTC, the American Legion is putting that on at 11. And any of you that can attend, that would be great. But there's all kinds of activities happening tomorrow. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for your service. Item 5, discuss and possible action on removal of any item from the consent agenda. If not, I'll consider a motion to
I
approve.
make a motion.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Okay, item 8, I need a motion on this one. We're gonna have a possible action to recess the Board of City Commissioners meeting in order to call this SMA meeting to order. And we're gonna do the whole SMA agenda, gentlemen, okay? And we'll do that, and then we'll come back into our regular council meeting. So can I have a motion to go into SMA?
I make a motion. Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Okay, this is a little unusual, but I'm gonna go ahead now and call the SMA meeting to order and we do have a quorum. Item 3, possible action on minutes of the regular meeting of October 13th, 2025.
Make a motion. Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. All right, item 4, this is special. Discussion concerning loan closing documents and presentation of a check by the Oklahoma Water Resources Board for a 100% loan forgiveness, CWSRF loan in the amount of $1,457,142.85 to be utilized for the planning and design of a new wastewater treatment plant and possible action. We have a guest with us this evening that's going to present the check. Would you like to introduce yourself to the crowd?
Yes, my name is Tim Davis, work with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. Thank you all for having me, community of Salisal. It's my pleasure to be here for you all on behalf of this agency. Thank you.
Sure. You're good, sir. Robert?
And Chairman, you kind of stole my thunder there. I had this whole speech pronounced for you guys, and you already did it for me, so congratulations, sir. So, on behalf of the Oklahoma Water Resources Board, we'd like to present to the Salisal Municipal Authority this check in the amount of $1,457,142.85 for principal forgiveness for the construction completion of wastewater treatment plant. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. Just get a picture of everybody in together. We also want to recognize our legislators and our senators also. That were
Background behind Tim.
instrumental in this also.
Or, legislature. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Awesome, thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you all. Congratulations to your community. If you need anything, let me know. Also, I'm just gonna spend the next hour as the closing is concerned, we just need the annual audit every year. all we require for this one. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Drive safely, sir.
Thank you.
Pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay, item 4 is done. Item 5, discussion of possible action on the 2026 calendar year schedule of regular meeting dates. We need a motion on that, please.
I make a motion.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. All right, item 6, possible action to convene an executive session is authorized by Title 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B3 for discussion concerning the potential purchase of real property. Mr. Jordan, Mr. Pace, do you recommend we go to executive session?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 8 is possible action or direction pursuant to executive session regarding the purchase of real property.
I make a motion to direct the city manager as discussed in executive session.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. I need a motion to adjourn the SMA, please.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Number 9, I need now a motion to reconvene the Board of City Commissioners meeting, please.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 10, discussion possible action on resolution 2025-15, which is a resolution approving and adopting a publication of the penal ordinances with supplements.
So Kim, correct me if I'm wrong, this is a combination document, it's kind of an administrative action. What it does is combine the changes that we made to the ordinances to date and include them as a supplement to the current set of city ordinances.
It's not today, but it's to August, I believe it's
Yeah,
August 11th.
Sorry.
Yes. If no discussion, can I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve resolution 2025-15.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Discussion possible action on the 2026 calendar year schedule of regular meeting dates on page 15 of your packet. You'll see those dates if you need to look at those.
And gentlemen, this will, unless there's any objection, this will be the last year we do this on the regular agenda, because these are set by charter. We really don't, because they're set by charter, we don't have to vote on them every year. They're set by ordinance, I'm sorry. The other SMA and the rest of them, we'll have to set those, but for the Board of Commission meetings, those are set by ordinance.
Make a motion to approve the 2026 regular meeting dates as presented.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 12, discussion and possible action on items related to a drug and violent crime task force agreement between the District Attorney's Office of District 27 and the City of Sallisaw. I'll have to have two motions on this. A is possible action on resolution 2025-16, a resolution authorizing execution of an interlocal cooperative agreement with the District Attorney, Oklahoma District Number 27, providing for an officer of the Sallisaw Police Department be assigned to the District 27 Multi-Jurisdictional Drug and Violent Crime Task Force.
So gentlemen, this is a task force that we've supported in the past. They have changed their procedures and requirements to do an annual agreement. This is not a full-time position, so we're not losing a police officer to support this task, or excuse me, support this task force. This is a part-time or on-demand task force. Captain Weber, did I miss anything pertinent? Okay.
Make a motion we approve resolution 2025-16.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item B, possible action on District 27 Multi-Jurisdictional Drug and Violent Crime Task Force Agreement. I need that motion, please.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 13, discussion possible action on purchase order number 107135 issued to Spatco Energy Solutions of Fort Smith, Arkansas in the amount of $31,467.25 for the purchase of an automatic tank gauge for equipment services.
So Gene, if you would, correct me if I'm wrong on this. We had the OCC come through 2 weeks ago and tell us our wet wells that we've used since the old tanks, and this is in discussion about the fuel tanks, relevant to the fuel tanks that are in the maintenance yard, that those wet wells don't meet current regulations, which say they have to be about 13 inches above the water line. Wet wells, it's impractical slash impossible to do a wet well where we're putting the tanks, and really impossible to do it anywhere that we would put the tanks in that area, period. So this piece of equipment is not something we budgeted for initially, but this will allow us to, it takes the place of the wet wells. And without a wet well, we have to check the depth of the fuel in the tanks daily. So what this has done for us short term, our temporary tanks that we had established as part of our tank replacement project, we have just had to speed up the use of those temporary tanks about a month. So we'll be in temporary tanks for about a month, or a month longer than we thought we were going to be. Replace the old fuel tanks, as we talked about back during the budgeting meeting. And then what we'd like to do is include these pieces of equipment in those new tanks. Again, to replace the wet wells that no longer meet the OCC requirements
Were the new ones going above or under,
in ground.
in ground?
Yes, sir.
What's our time frame on those?
Gene,
On or about January 15th.
Those,
No break ground.
okay. And how,
We'll find out ETM on tanks. We'll know for sure it won't be in December. So it'll probably first of January, mid-January.
okay,
We're hoping that, we don't have to have them 6 months like they planned. But, Batco thinks we should keep them for 6 months just in case. But everything's in a 2-month turnaround. If everything goes well.
Okay.
Don't find any soil contamination, anything like that, I think 2 months. But
and these are gonna use in the O tanks?
no, these are parts and these are basically sensors that are going on the new tanks.
these have been in the ground since '92.
Right.
And the wet wells, there's been no leakage detected in the wet wells. So, but again, we can't, and our initial intent, correct me if I'm wrong, Gene, was to use the existing wet wells for the new tanks
No,
until OCC.
the whole
Okay.
site has to be redone.
Right, I'm sorry, but use wet wells
They'll have.
on the new tanks.
We will have new wet wells there.
Yeah.
But as far as OCC goes, the water table is too high to.
use
them
those.
For detection.
Question? Make a motion to approve purchase order number 107135 in the amount of $31,467.25.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 14, discussion possible action on resolution number 2025-17, which is a resolution authorizing the correction of title and transfer of real property erroneously listed in the name of the city of Sallisaw.
So this property has got a long history to it. And bottom line is that nobody in the city thought we actually owned this property until a local title company came to us and found that we actually on paper do own a portion of this property. The pictures are in your packets as far as the portion we're talking about. It's the portion north over the railroad tracks, north of the lime plant that we own. There's no question we own that lime plant and all the property in between the two railroad tracks. This slice of property is that triangular parcel that is north of the railroad tracks. And if I have my history correct, it was the county tried to deed it to us back in the 40s or 50s to make I don't know what they were trying to correct back then. But that is what they tried to do that. Nobody was tracking it. But it will this action will cede that small sliver back to the larger triangle legally so that they can sell the whole parcel. And we'd like to do this through a quitclaim deed. Again, no one in the city nor in the county was tracking that we actually had any claim to this slice of property for decades.
I'll make a motion for approval of resolution 2025-17, authorization of correction of title and transfer of real property.
Second.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Item 15, discussion and possible actions on purchase order number 107134, issued to VIP Technology of Solutions Group of Coweta, Oklahoma, in the amount of $23,332.07 for an upgraded Verkada system access control panel for the security system at City Hall.
So Verkada currently provides access control for the parts and pieces of the City Hall currently. We're asking we actually do a sole source to them to increase the physical security of the building. And what this does is add physical security measures to control access, not limit or restrict, but to control access to the second floors of City Hall.
This be for like elevator?
They're basically card readers for the two doors going upstairs and the elevator.
Is there a door at the bottom of the stairs?
There's a door at the bottom of both sides, both north and south of the building, that are part of the fire escape.
I make a motion to approve purchase order number 107134 in the amount of $23,332.07.
What's the time frame on this?
3 to 4 weeks is what I was told today. So from the time it's approved, we can, now, that's 3 to 4 weeks generically. With the holidays coming up, it'll probably be closer to 5 or 6, but 3 to 4 weeks of work.
Okay, second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mandiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Item 16, discuss possible action to property damage release form and offer a payment in the amount of $50,000 from Shelter Insurance. The claim was a result of damage to the traffic signal controller assembly at Cherokee Avenue and Maple Street. The actual cost of repair was $55,500.
So the individual that caused the damage to that controller had a maximum on his vehicle insurance of $50,000 for property damage. So there's no question, there's been no pushback from the insurance company. They're willing to max out and are, I'm not gonna say happy, but have not fought us at all to max out that limit on his account, on his insurance.
But this is just a check back to us.
Yes,
It'll go back in.
yes.
You just need there's not a recommendation, so just a motion to accept the check or?
The action would be to accept the check, yes, sir. Now, that does, the 5,500, the city would quote unquote eat that 5,500. The options would be to, under normal circumstances, to go after him in small claims court. It would easily cost us $5,500 to do that.
I make a motion to accept the check.
Second.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Mandiola,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Number 17, receive update on current and future projects.
Good evening. We're currently scheduled Wednesday to do a walkthrough of the swimming pool between the time of 1:30 and 3 p.m. We're gonna get a few things lined out, the great punch list for the contractor, which is Boyd, which is the final contractor on the project. We will also be setting a formal training schedule for the parks department, who at that point will take over the maintenance and the park for the pool operation and equipment operation. We currently, lift station number 4, Country Club, that is up and operational at this time. The only thing we're waiting on is a back-ordered generator, which, from what we understand, is still several weeks out. So hopefully that will do it, but the lift station is up and operational, and everything seems to be working well. We've done the changeover with Gardtronic, so it is back online with them in case we have any future failures or anything of that nature. Great Sewer Line is progressing well and is on time. We should be completing the final bit of the groundwork probably in the next couple weeks. And at that point, we'll begin testing of the manhole lines in the ground. And then getting ready to put that line in service, which will accommodate for the new housing that's going out there, which there's 3 houses out there right now that will be tied to the sewer line. And that's pending any future inclement weather. Future projects, we're still working on the Sockland Skate Park plans to get them ready to go out to bid. We did have an item brought to us about the bidding and procurement that we were kind of unaware of. We had a meeting on it today to discuss it a little bit further. It concerns a company by the name of Sourcewell. That, you know, Mr. Heatherly wants to jump in at any time. We can talk about that. They're just a agency that helps help in your procurement, to help you get the best price for contractors, equipment, and things of that nature. It's a nationwide company.
Sourcewell it is a government-run cooperative, the equivalent of a state bid for Oklahoma. We've used it in the past. We've got an account. We've used it in the past for equipment. And this would just allow it. It takes advantage of a cooperative buying. They've already done the bidding. It doesn't avoid, it doesn't circumvent the bidding requirement. They have already done the bidding against a much larger pool of work. And we would be adding on to that pool of work. That makes sense. It's just same process that the state goes through. If we're buying patrol cars, we go through a state bid, a dealership that has already bid against all of the state's requirements and have state documents as well.
Hopefully in an effort to get us a much better price.
Much better price and a streamlined process.
Yes, process. So, that's all I have for updates. If you have any questions, we have the answer.
What's going on with mitigation of properties, Keith? Are we on schedule on mitigation of properties? Are we, things that we've worked on lately? Are we in good shape?
We are on we are working on several things with the mitigation of property. We have several work orders written for the mitigation of several. This was just one of those bad times of year because the Parks Department, they do, the majority of the holiday decorations, so they are behind on a lot of their work orders. We're currently also working on some special cases that we've had some complaints on that involve some veterans and things of that nature that we're trying to actually get assistance for. So we're trying to get into some programs with that will help these individuals and get them the help they needed, whether it's home repair or whether they qualify to go out to the new VA facility. So we've got several things going right now, trying to make sure that those happen and happen as quickly as possible. But as you know, we're getting into some federal things and those wheels turn a little bit slower.
Yeah. Any other question? Thank you, Keith. 18, receive update on the financial status of the city and activities of the finance department.
Okay, so we're looking, I sent you your report for November today, but looking back at October, our sales tax was $636,000. Last October, it was $663, so it's a decrease from this time last year of $26,000. The use tax was $71,000. That was also a decrease of $6,800 from last October. At the end of October, we're 4 months into our fiscal year. That's 33% of our budget goals. General fund revenues are at 37 and expenses are at 31. SMA taxes are right at 33, telecom 34, sanitation and landfill 35, electric service 36, water and sewer 39. The total revenue overall for SMA is 29% and the overall expenses is 28%. We're still working with the auditors right now, trying to get this fiscal year complete. I did speak with Janet Walker and her firm because normally, back in the day, we would present the audit before it became so complicated and we had 2 sets of auditors and they had to have peer reviews and all of that. We would do the presentation at the November meeting and then you guys would accept it at the December meeting. That way we had time to get it all filed and nothing was really rushed on it. Well, then when we came into the dilemma of all the peer reviews and auditors not wanting to do municipal government anymore and all of that, as you know, we were even late 1 year getting our audit done. So with all of our bond requirements and then the new OWRB and everything, that is one of the stipulations is to make sure you've got your audit complete by the end of December. So I talked to Janet Walker this week to see if maybe, because I know they're pressed for time as well. If there's a possibility, if you guys are okay with this, if they could possibly have us a draft before the December meeting, and I could email it out to you guys or get you a copy of it, and, you could review it. Then maybe at the December meeting, you would know what questions, even though she's presenting there. You might have some questions, Mark, that we could address then, and maybe we could go ahead and accept it at the December meeting as well, instead of having to have a special meeting in December. So before I proceed to pressure them, is everybody okay with that? See if we can get a rough draft. It's just a little bit different than how we've ever done it before. That's all I have. Thank you.
How about Administrator report, Mr. Everly?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, upcoming events, as the mayor mentioned, tomorrow is Veterans Day, so the city offices will be closed tomorrow. Obviously, emergency responders and first responders are always available, as well as any emergency work orders, but the city offices will be closed for business tomorrow. Like the mayor mentioned as well, there are several different veterans events going on across the county. So please, if you've got time in your busy schedules, please make an effort to get out to one of those. November 20th is the tree lighting. We'll officially unveil our new Christmas tree. That if you had the opportunity to drive by around dusk, we were out there playing with it today. But it is up, it works, and we have about 2 weeks to make it a little bit better than it is today. 27th to 28th are the Thanksgiving holiday. The city will be closed for those 2 days. Christmas is upon us, and we will be closed on the 25th and 26th. So Christmas Day and the day after will be the city holidays for those. And January 1st is New Year's. That will also be a city holiday. Before I get into the actual reports, there have been a couple of things that have happened over the past week, and that because they happen together, there's a little bit of an angst. I'd like to take an opportunity to clear up some clear the water if we could. So first thing, last weekend, not just a couple days ago, but last weekend we had a significant change in the weather where it got really cold really fast for a day. And what that did is that causes our freshwater source, Brushy Lake, to flip. The water on top is actually colder than the water below it. And of course, that's going to cause that water to flip out in the lakes. From what I'm told, 2-3 years ago and past, that was a regular occurrence. Twice a year, spring and fall, we would have days of rapid temperature change, and we'd have a little yellow tint to our water. What that is manganese. It's an increase in manganese in the water. We've caught it at the water treatment plant. We put out a social media post today. I'm not going to reread that entire thing, but what I do want to harp on is the NIH recommends 1.8 milligrams per day for adult women, 2.3 milligrams for men, with varying amounts for the children at varying ages underneath. And there's a link in that post to go see that for yourselves. Our reading this morning for our drinking water was 0.054 parts per million. That means if you drink a gallon of tap water, you would only consume 0.204 milligrams of manganese. So you would have to drink several gallons of water to get anywhere close to the NIH's recommended daily allowance for manganese. So it may be a bit yellow, a bit brown, depending on the light you're looking at it in, but it's completely safe to drink, and we think it will clear up here in the next couple of weeks like it has in past several years once the water stops flipping on us up at Brushy Lake. And I'll be around afterwards if I can answer any questions. So lead. Last week, I'm going to read this. Last week, we sent out an ODEQ required notification letter that relates to the system-wide water service line survey that we were required to start about 2 years ago. The letter went out to those of you who are in homes who have not yet been identified, so an unknown type of service line, or have been found to have galvanized iron service lines. Most of the letter deals with the effects of lead in the water and the steps to take to reduce the lead, which is required form letter safety stuff. DEQ required us to send a letter when we submitted our initial findings. In those findings, we identified over 1,600 service lines
and found only 19 galvanized iron or steel pipes with 0 lead pipes. We are still working to identify the remaining types of the 2,300 service lines that are included in the overall survey, and that is every door that we have water service to in the city. It'll be a long process to finish, but we'll get it done and work to replace the older pipes. We have not found any lead pipes, nor do we expect to find any as we continue the survey. However, if we do, we will notify the resident and immediately work to replace that service line. So just to wrap up, we found 0 lead pipes in our service lines. There is no reason for us to believe anyone is at risk of lead contaminated water. And in fact, our consumer confidence reports for the past several years, and as far back as we can find, reinforce that conclusion based on previous and current testing results. Bottom line is, if any of our testing and retesting showed unsafe levels of lead in our public drinking water, it would be a significant event that we would treat like an emergency to address, fix, and then remediate any damages incurred. So that deals with water, and again, I'll be around afterwards to answer any specific questions on that if you have them. As far as manager reports, we had an auction last month, grossed over $175,000. I just want to give a big thank you to all those who put in the hours of work to get ready. Randy Sizemore, Gene Martin, and the rest of the mechanics. Just to name a few, those guys, Randy, as far as gathering insurance, titles, if you came to the auction, you walked away with that vehicle or piece of equipment if it had a title on it. Gene was able to work, and his guys were able to work miracles with motors and pieces of equipment that hadn't actually been used in probably a year, more than several years. So, and obviously, thank you to everybody who bid and made it a success. Speaking of successes, last week we had fall cleanup, huge success. It started on a Saturday. We hauled 8 tons of garbage out of Chunk Your Junk, and we had 9 Kirby loads over the following 3 days. Excuse me, 9 families signed up to have free Kirby loads free Kirby services come out and move their garbage. What else did we do that week? We worked up at Brushy Lake. We cleared out the 2 walking trails that are up there, a 1 mile and a 2 mile track. We worked out at Salisaw Park to get rid of a lot of undergrowth as well as some dead trees that were becoming hazardous. And we worked on the Hog Creek drainage. I'm going to call it a drainage system there by the Doris Apartment Forest Drive down into Hog Creek. And we identified some additional work that we will get to as able. The weather last week just kept us from getting after everything we wanted to get after. As far as city projects, there's no real change to the AMI project. There are about 500 to 700 water meters that have been installed. There's also a handful of electric meters that have been installed. We have the meters for the electric meters to put all of the electric meters in, and we have water meters for the next, I think it's 1,200-ish, homes to put those water meters in. We do expect the contractor to come back sometime, hopefully before Christmas, if not, right after the first of the year. You heard a little bit about the skate park to get that out and get that going. We're in the process of finalizing the design, and then it'll just be a matter of going either out for bid or using the Sourcewell solution. Soccer fields, we're working to go out for bid for those as well. And the pool, you heard pool update. Gentlemen, pending any, one more thing. This Friday, we have been nominated for Keep Oklahoma Beautiful award. We're a finalist in the running for their government category for their annual awards. So I'll know on Friday evening whether or not we actually win that or not, but I'll be representing the city up there. And that was for our hard work in the spring for Spruce Up Salisaw. Pending any questions, gentlemen? That's all I have.
If not, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. That'll take us right into the Library Authority. I'll call that meeting to order and declare that we do have a quorum. I'd like to have a motion on possible action on minutes of special meeting of July 10th, 2025.
I make a motion.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. These will be housekeeping issues here. On number 4, discussion possible action on the 2026 calendar year schedule and regular meeting dates.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martins.
Yes. Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. That will take us right into the Industrial Finance Authority regular meeting. I call that meeting to order with a quorum. Possible actions on minutes of the regular meeting of December 9th, 2024.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Discussion possible action on the 2026 calendar year schedule of regular meeting dates.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. That will take us into Economic Authority regular meeting. I call that meeting to order with a quorum. Possible action on the minutes of special meeting on July 10th, 2025.
I make a motion.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Discussion and possible action on the 2026 calendar year schedule of regular meeting dates.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Moody,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moody,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Mendiola,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes. Thank you all for being here this evening.